Welcome to the WDW Fan Zone Show. I am Stuart Sternberg. I was last week's Stuart Sternberg, and I'll be Stuart Sternberg next week. And I'm joined tonight by Darlene Nagy and Kurt. And tonight we're going to have some fun because we're going to go park by park, and we're going to go through probably not every attraction, maybe not even most of the attractions, but a good number of attractions that we think could use a holiday overlay. Now, we've done something like this in the past, this time of year as well, but there have been new attractions that have been added. Some things have changed in the park, so we thought it would be a good time to revisit this topic and a good time of year to do it as well. And we're going to let's start in Animal Kingdom. So, Kurt, what attraction, of all the attractions in Animal Kingdom, would you like to see them do a holiday overlay?
Honestly, about the only thing I could really think of where it would be like efficient, but you have to be very careful with what you're using, would be like in Kilimanjaro Safari. Decorate the trees with edible ornaments.
There we go.
Yeah, it's a good
That
idea.
works.
Yeah. Yep. Dress a few up as reindeer.
Put some lights on the reindeer. There you go.
Yeah, not a bad idea. How about you, Darlene?
I was thinking the Maharaja Jungle track over there, like within the pathway for the guests. Decorate some of the trees and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
You could put signs or anything up.
Yeah.
True.
I was thinking that's not a bad idea. I was thinking the what is it? Everest to dress the Yeti up as the Grinch.
My
there
son
you
thought of
go.
that. Put a Christmas hat on.
Yep.
Put Santa
Yeah.
ear or a Santa hat on top of the
And put
of the
green
Yeti.
lights on him. Not paint them
Mhm.
because you don't want to do that, but put green lights on him.
Right. Mm-hmm.
So it looks like a big giant Grinch.
Right.
Is there
It's
anything
still
else?
so hard to see when he's in B mode.
Yeah, I know. Any other places or attractions or shows you can think of? Even restaurants.
I mean, you could always do something holiday related with the Lion King, but
Oh yeah.
Yeah, with the costumes, they could always add a little,
costumes, right?
couple of Santa Claus hats here and there, or add Santa. Same thing with Finding Nemo, or the new Nemo musical, I should say.
What about Kelly River Rapids?
You could
Have a
add
bunch
that.
of Christmas trees falling
Yeah.
down all over the place with the deforestation of Christmas trees.
Yeah, you're not going to do. You could add some elements to the bird show, but not really much.
No.
It's a Bug's Life. It's a 3D movie. Can't change that much.
No.
How about
Dinosaur.
Yeah, but you're going back so far in time. It kind of doesn't match. Doesn't work.
Well, the Navi River attraction, you could do something there too. You could add a couple of Christmas characters in there and
Mm-hmm.
Some kind of
Christmas
life
decor.
force thing. The holiday life force of
Change. Yeah, they could change
Yeah.
the music for the holiday season too.
Yeah.
All right, I think that takes pretty much care of Animal Kingdom.
Yeah,
I
Animal
think we would
Kingdom's
start
good.
with the park that had the least amount to do, and then move
Mm-hmm.
on from there.
right.
Let's head over to Disney's Hollywood Studios now.
Starting with me again.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Just to keep the lines low, we're going to go over to Star Tours. And one of their stops is they're going to actually visit Kashyyyk for the Wookiee Life Day.
Ooh, that's
Back
awesome.
to that Star Wars Christmas special that no one can stomach watching more than 5 minutes of right now.
Right.
Yeah, good choice there, Darlene.
I was thinking Rise of the Resistance and putting Santa hats on all the stormtroopers.
Yep. Yeah, we had mentioned that in the pre-show. So good
Mhm.
one there, Darlene. That's good. That's something that
And wait, and making Kylo Ren Santa Claus.
hmm, that- would
He
that
can
work?
still wear his he could just add a black beard to him, and little
Eh,
black hat with a white tassel.
Ho ho ho.
there you go.
Yeah, maybe it would work. I was thinking of going over to Toy Story Midway Mania,
Bingo.
Oh,
and because that you could change the screens up, do some Christmas
right.
scenes there. Maybe
Mhm.
add a little music in the queue, and decor there as well. Yeah. Any place else you can think of in Hollywood Studios? I think there are quite a few there.
Muppet Vision 3D. Reenact the Christmas Carol.
Oh yeah, there
Muppets
we
Christmas
go.
Carol.
Mhm.
I love that idea, but they'd have to do a whole new movie.
It can't be that hard.
You know,
Well, it's costly and time consuming to put it together. Will Disney do it? I don't know. But you know what? We're not on a budget here like they are.
right?
So,
Do you have an idea how much it would cost to reprogram that Toy Story Midway Mania for doing that? Now they have two parks they could do that in, so why not? But
Mhm.
yeah, that would be great to do that. Darlene.
Um.
Now you can do shows and restaurants. We're including it all.
Okay. Well, definitely 50s prime time if we're doing restaurants.
Mhm.
Your family dinner during Christmas.
Yeah.
That would
How-
be fantastic.
how about we switch out sci-fi dining to Christmas dining?
Oh, there we go.
Show
And
clips
play
from all the
Christmas
really old
movies.
bad Christmas movies.
How about we
Through the
close
years.
this? John's not here, so I can say this. How about we close the Sci-Fi Diner and open up a new restaurant? And look, I'm not complaining about the food there. I'm complaining about the cost of the food there and the comfort in those vehicles.
Right.
I like the concept of eating out.
Mm-hmm.
They can up the theme a little bit. It's been a
Mhm.
while.
True.
That was my complaint with that.
Yeah, I'd actually like to see them expand the restaurant so they can put larger vehicles to sit in a little more comfortably for adults. I mean, I think
What do you want, a
perfect for
minivan in
kids.
there?
No, I don't want a minivan in there. Maybe a like full-size Cadillac.
Oh, jeez. There you go.
But the decor there is great. But you could easily Christmas theme that, have It's a Wonderful
Oh, yeah.
Life playing, or other. Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
I mean, very easy to do.
Mhm.
Christmas clips through the years. Scrooged, all of them, going back to the 30s.
Yeah. I would go over to the Tower of Terror.
Yes.
I would completely deck the halls, and that elevated drop. You could have the Grinch pop out at you. The Nightmare Before Christmas. There's a whole Scrooge. There's a whole bunch of things they could do there.
Oh, especially
Mhm.
like Scrooge and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Miracle on 34th Street.
Yeah.
Mickey Minnie's Runaway Train. There's enough little nooks and crannies in there where you could throw some of that stuff in there as well.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Oh yeah, you could even do Mickey's Christmas Carol.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I'm trying to think of other restaurants or show. See, I don't think there's much you could do with Beauty and the Beast. I don't think there's anything you can do with.
Beauty and the Beast did have a
They had their
Christmas
Christmas
story. So you could do a Christmas theme story there with the actors.
Bells and Enchanted Christmas.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah. How about Indiana Jones? You think you could do anything there?
We're going to be blowing up Indiana Jones at Christmas time.
Right.
Well, yeah. Yeah, I don't think you could do much of anything there.
No.
I don't think that one would work.
Frozen.
Frozen's already frozen. But
Yeah,
you could,
they can just add some
Add some
Christmas.
Christmas trees.
Yeah.
yeah, presents, do a Christmas, yeah.
Yep. Yeah, pick a kid out of the audience maybe to go up and see and have Santa on stage and have the kid go up and get to meet Santa.
Kicking
Mhm.
and screaming.
Yeah.
Could you
Can you
imagine?
yeah, no, I can't imagine.
Yeah.
You get the one kid that doesn't like Santa. No. How about Mickey? Okay.
Hmm.
Mickey dressed as Santa.
Yeah, Mickey Claus.
Right.
So and I think the meet and greets are set up with Mickey dressed up as Santa
Yeah,
Claus
yeah.
and Minnie as Mrs.
Yeah.
Claus.
Yeah. All right. Excuse me. Let's move. Well, actually, before we move over to Epcot, there are some attractions that have been given some sort of Christmas overlay. So why don't we just go through those quickly, then we'll get to Epcot and Magic Kingdom. And speaking of Magic Kingdom, you have the Jingle Cruise, which they do every year.
Jingle
Right.
Jungle Cruise.
Yeah. Yep. Let's see. Should I mention this? They need to, and it's not just with this attraction, with many attractions, and I know they're working on it. I do not want to criticize the current, and I should say new people in charge because they need time to take care of this. They are making adjustments, and I think we'll continue to see adjustments over the next 6-9 months, maybe a year or more. But the disparity of the lines from the lightning lane and the standby lines is just not working. The times are not accurately posted, and you get people that they could be, they go in when it says 30 minutes, and all of a sudden there's an announcement. They're in there for 10 minutes and they're moving, and it just stops. Oh, sorry, it's going to be 60 minutes now. Then it becomes an hour. And I know sometimes it's not their fault, but that's something they need to look at. And I think there are reasons for it. I don't want to get into that on this show.
I was going to say, this is the topic for a different show.
Right. That's a topic for a different show. But yeah, so if you're going on an attraction like the Jingle Cruise, just be aware that there could be some difficulties, as with others. But it's a great attraction to see, especially with the Jingle Cruise or holiday theming. Absolutely great. All right.
Mm-hmm.
I think isn't Tron playing Christmas music now too?
Tron isn't open yet.
Galaxy.
Yes.
Tron's not open yet.
Yeah, I know. That's not the first time I've confused the two either.
Guardians of the Galaxy does have some, I believe one video I saw was playing Run, Run, Rudolph.
Yep. Yeah. So I thought it would be good to just mention those because we probably won't mention them again. Maybe we will. I don't know. But anyway, let's head over at Epcot.
Epcot, where's my Epcot? Actually, we want to go soaring over the North Pole.
Oh, there we go. Yep.
That was on my list.
Yep.
My list up here.
I agree. I was thinking even the Three Caballeros. We could do something in there.
Yeah, they could easily do a Christmas theme on that one.
Yeah.
Yep. How about Spaceship Earth? Deck the halls in each scene.
Oh no, they didn't have a Christmas theme. I thought they did have a Christmas theme, but they don't.
Yeah, you could throw some. You could. Is there a Christmas tree in the computer room?
Yeah, I think there is, but you could go through each scene and have, even going back to the ancient Roman times, just have them put a Christmas hat on the animatronic.
BC.
Right.
Yeah, why not?
BC.
Throw Santa in the corner.
You got Saint Nick, you could do that.
Yeah. Just make it a little fun, like it's the holiday season. They could even decorate the cars in the track.
Right? Oh my gosh, how cool would that be?
Yeah. Kurt, anything else there?
I was trying to think anything else that I had from Epcot. They do the holiday displays over at the Garden Railroad, so that's set up. Dinosaur Gertie, by the way, has a Christmas hat on.
Yes, she does.
Back at Disney
and a Christmas ornament hanging out of her mouth.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, but back at Epcot, hey, Spaceship Earth in general just looks like a giant ornament. So
yeah, they could do that too from the outside. Yeah.
Yep.
And with the lights they have now, that's not hard for them to do.
No, not at all.
Of course, we've got Frozen over there too that we could
Mhm.
do.
That's an easy fix.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Just
which they
put some
kind of do
ornaments on
have
there.
one scene there with Anna and Kristoff with Sven with his tongue stuck to a light pole, which is kind of, ode to the
Christmas story.
Christmas story.
Even
If anybody doesn't know that story,
Yeah.
that's the first thing I always think of when I see that.
even Remy's Ratatouille Adventure, you could do
Right.
things there. There's a lot to decorate as you're waiting in that queue to get into the ride itself.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yes.
Yeah. Beer garden. I think they do decorate the beer garden restaurant.
Right.
It's just been such a long time since I've been there. When I say a long time, it's been about a year.
Right.
It's time to go again. Love that restaurant. Yeah, they could. That's an easy overlay there.
They could literally overlay all of the Canada Pavilion.
Mm-hmm.
They got all the trees anyways. They could just run the garland, toss on some ornaments.
Same thing in the
Throw
garden.
some green and red lights on the waterfall.
Yep, the garden at the UK.
Yeah, same thing.
You know what? They could actually. I know they're not going to do this, but they could actually take, and this is my call for them bringing back the Osborne lights. Take World Showcase. Take all the buildings in World Showcase.
Yeah.
Deck them out with the Osborne lights. And when the sun goes down, the lights go on.
Right. That would be awesome.
Yeah. Yep, they could do that on Main Street too, but I think World Showcase is a bigger showcase for it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Trying to think where else there. I know I mentioned beer garden, but any number of restaurants they could easily change over to the holidays, and they probably do with some that I'm just not aware of or don't remember.
Living with the Land, they add Christmas stuff to that one.
Yes, they do. They do. And that attraction is totally different. It's the same attraction, but and we can go through this on another show too. But Living with the Land looks completely different at night than it does during the day, even though it's indoors.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
It does.
What happened?
I don't know. You were gone. Now you're back.
You blinked for a second.
Everybody left and came back.
You glitched.
Yeah. Well, we're back. Living with the Land, it's great for Christmas. And I think my favorite of all the ones that we've mentioned so far is the one you mentioned, Kurt, Soaring to the North Pole.
Yeah. I think that one's really cool too.
Yeah. And that really probably isn't hard to do. Of course, like I said, we have no budget.
They're already up there anyways.
Yep. Just
superimpose some CGI trees in there and have Santa fly over the top of it.
Hey, look, they're bringing back Soaring over California to Disneyland for a short period of time.
Yeah, isn't that amazing?
Yeah, that is amazing. They could definitely come up with Soaring to the North Pole.
What they should do really is Soaring over Florida for California and Soaring over California for Florida.
Yeah. I could do that. I think the time is going to come where you'll have random picks for what you see in Soarin', where you might get one of a bunch of things. It'll just be of the luck of the draw, which would
like Star
increase.
Tours. Like Star Tours, yeah.
Yeah, like Star Tours. It would increase rideability. I don't know if the technology's there yet or not, or their budget to do something like that. But I could definitely see that coming down the road. All right, let's head over to Magic Kingdom. Our last and final theme park.
Okay, we thought about, obviously, most of the things we looked at were in the Magic Kingdom.
Mm-hmm.
The first thing we went to was the Haunted Mansion. However, it's not the Nightmare Before Christmas version. We want a new version. We want that old Victorian Christmas with the dark overlay. and we
Oh,
want to
yes.
hear the holiday music in the old music box, cranky, just creepy sound.
That would
going
be
through
cool.
Yeah, that would be cool.
Think of the ball scene with the Christmas setup
Mm-hmm.
with that just creepy music playing.
There's so much they could do with the Haunted Mansion for Christmas, but here's the problem. How long is the Haunted Mansion down in Disneyland for them to do the overlay for Halloween there? It's down for quite a while.
This is a little bit different, though. This is more of a music and
Well, it's
add
not
a
our
few things, I guess.
it's not our concern though, remember. We're just giving the ideas.
This is true.
But I think that depending on how long they'd have to take it offline for guests could create a problem. But
Well, you could keep the natural storyline with it, but add bits and pieces here and there, little tweak here, a little tweak there, during the evenings, and then come in, maybe close down for a week just to do the timing of all the music and stuff.
it could definitely be done.
And then add the music done.
It absolutely could be done. It could be done to any attraction. All right, Darlene.
The riverboat with all the little islands in that, you could definitely decorate that up.
Absolutely. I thought you were going to go for something else, but I'm not gonna mention the attraction.
Well,
I'll
yeah,
save that
I'm
for
coming
you.
to that too. Yeah, but
Yeah, I'll save that for you. I'm not going to mention it. You know what? I would Carousel of Progress. You could leave.
It's
This is
there.
pretty much it. Right. I know they're there, and but it's right. The last scene, but you could do it from scene 1 all the way through, just by adding some elements of Christmas in each one or the holidays, and maybe a little pre-show music. How that
Christmas
represent-
through the years.
Yeah, Christmas. Yeah.
True.
All right, Kurt. Any place else?
My son wants to figure out a way to do Buzz Lightyear. And have Buzz Lightyear at it, they're stealing the batteries from Santa's toys. So repowering up Santa's toys. So when you hit the target, something, it'll be a Jack-in-a-Box going up or something like that, or make a rocking horse rock back and forth and stuff like that.
Yeah. Oh, there was something we forgot to mention in Epcot that I think would work. Test track. You dress the cars
Create your
up
own.
as sleigh brides.
Yeah. Yeah. Create your own sleigh.
Yeah.
Yep, that'd be cool.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And you know what? You could do the same thing at the speed. Well, you can't create your own, but they could dress the carts
Yep.
at the speedway.
Put some wreaths on the front of them.
Yeah. Yep. Darlene,
Oh,
I know you've got one.
of course, yeah. It's a small world. You could always deck that out.
Mhm.
Yep.
You could definitely put some trees in. You could show the different countries with how they celebrate Christmas.
Or whatever holiday they celebrate.
Yeah, or whatever holiday they celebrate. Yep.
Yep. Yeah, let's see. What haven't we mentioned there?
I want one to return.
Which one do you
I
want?
want the Country Bears Christmas special back.
Oh, yeah.
We were there in 2015. It was the last year. It was the last year that it played. We were there.
I never seen it.
That's one
I have
attraction
photos.
that I can mention to 10 people and have them split evenly in half, with 5 people saying, I
Don't
went to
touch
see
it.
the Country Bear Jamboree and the theater was empty. And the other 5 saying, we went to the Country Bear Jamboree and it was great. The place was packed. Everybody was singing along. It's just,
I don't think I've ever been in there that it's been not busy.
I have.
Last show of the night. We went the last show of the night. It was us and one other family.
Okay.
It was awesome. You could do anything you wanted to do. So, like, if you wanted to videotape it, you could videotape it. If you wanted to take pictures of it, you could take pictures of it. And they basically told us, hey, do what you want to do.
Yeah.
Well, within reason. But they're like, if you want to take a video, you're the only family here. Go ahead, talk to each other.
Yeah.
I once saw it with a woman in a row, like, I don't know if it was to the right or left of me, but down the row, and I cannot sing. I will not sing. I wouldn't make anybody suffer with me singing. But this woman should follow my advice and do the same thing. She was as loud. She was louder than the Country Bears, and she couldn't hold a note to save her life. Oh, it was horrible.
That's not good.
The show was great. She was horrible.
Yeah.
Anything else, Darlene, that you could think of there? Nothing is off limits. See, John, if you were here to see the show, you'd finally have a show where nothing is off limits.
Sorry, John.
I was thinking the Seven Dwarfs Mine Train.
Good choice. Good choice. There's a lot they could do there just from the scenes.
Oh, yeah.
You know, and they could do the same thing with any of the mountains.
Big Thunder Mountain is what I was thinking.
Big Thunder Mountain, yeah.
You got that whole town. Go down through the whole town and decorate it.
Oh, yeah.
Decorate it
right?
Out.
Yeah, exactly.
Where the rocks are falling over the top going into the mine. When you're going into the mine, have a tree hanging down there dangling.
Yep.
How about this? What can I think of the name now? I used to go there with my kids. I hate this. This happens to me all the time. I forget the name.
Tom Sawyer
Island.
You're welcome.
Why not make it Santa's Island for the holidays?
Oh, yeah.
They can completely overlay that.
I need to go back there. I have not been on that in ages.
Yeah, I haven't been on there since my kids were knee-high to a grasshopper.
Has not changed.
Has not changed.
At all.
At all.
Period. But I love it.
Yeah.
So it's a nice little quiet place to go, grab a rocking chair.
Yep.
Play some checkers.
Yeah, there's so much Disney can do for the holidays that they haven't. And I'm not saying that it's necessary. I don't believe it is, but it would just be fun if they could do some of these things. Maybe not every year. Like 1 year, you do a couple of
change it up.
Change it up. 1 year give us the Haunted Mansion. The next year give us Pirates of the Caribbean with the Christmas thing.
Right.
If they went about it where they just added one new thing a year, think how easy that would be.
Yeah, but I'm not saying they could add one or maybe even two things a year, but change it up. Like, don't do the same things the next year. Like the Jingle Cruise, I think is great. I don't want to see that change.
Right.
But I'd like to see them. Okay, you come to the parks this year, and it gives people incentive that the ones that go all the time, like us pass holders, or people who vacation there once or twice a year, like to come for the holidays. Right. I know plenty of people who, I think the pandemic changed when they come, but they would only come December. Yeah, wouldn't that be great? Christmas holiday, from the UK for December for the holidays, and you've got a couple of different things to see. Maybe there's not a new attraction, but there's a new holiday overlay to go and enjoy. Where's restaurants? We didn't mention any restaurants here yet, but they're the one
as a restaurant you could do.
Yeah, and the one I can think of right off the bat is Be Our Guest.
Oh, easily.
Yep.
Easily, again, Belle's Enchanted Christmas. Belle's Enchanted Christmas, it fits right in.
Yeah.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Cinderella Castle is another one they could do. The Royal Table.
Crystal Palace, so simple.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
Trying to think if there's anything else that we've missed.
The parades are they changed for the holidays, so
yeah, parade camp.
Fireworks shows they change generally. Well, Magic Kingdom they do.
Well, when and if they bring the train back, they could do.
That's working on it.
They are working on it. I saw that the other day.
Yeah, they could do something along the track.
Yep. Yeah. I miss that train.
Me too.
Same thing with the People Mover. They can do
Oh
different
yeah.
things along the track.
Mhm.
There's so much they can do, and it doesn't have to be everything all at once. Like
No.
you said, Kurt, it could be one different thing a year.
Mhm.
Are we keeping you awake,
Packing
Kurt?
up.
I know,
You
right?
are. You really are. It's been a long week already.
I was mentioning to Kurt, and Kurt had said the same thing. We're both exhausted for different reasons. I just had a busy day. Kurt has had a busy week.
I've already put in a 40-hour week in 4
Yeah.
days, and tomorrow we're right back at it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And even being retired, it's just things can get very busy, and it's when people say, "Well, what do you do all day?" Every day is something different. It's not always the same thing. Maybe I'll go to the parks one day. Maybe I'll do bills one day, but it's always something different. And I rarely have a day where I can just sit back and relax for a couple hours and have nothing to do. So it's like I'm dying for when those days come, but they haven't come yet.
You'll be dead. That's when they'll come.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, for me,
You got to
not
stay
having
active, or else that's what happens.
Yeah.
I worked full time before, and I'm doing laundry, scrubbing floors, cleaning bathrooms, doing dusting, watering, weeding grass, I'm getting the gardens ready.
Yeah.
I don't know how I used to do it before.
I know. Isn't it crazy? But you know what? It's going to sound like a complaint. It kind of is. Not with Disney. I'm going to make that perfectly clear. It's with customer service in general.
Yeah.
It used to be you could call up and say, I have a problem with this. Or it used to be you wouldn't have a problem. But now there was so
You have
many
an hour wait.
Oh my God, you have to wait forever on the phone. Then you get somebody who has no clue what they're doing. You ask for a supervisor, and then they tell you they are the supervisor. And you have to call back and get somebody else. And it's just the amount of time you spend trying to fix things that never used to be an issue.
Mm-hmm.
Simple thing. Yeah. Like ordering something online where you would get the right item, not the wrong item. I know somebody who ordered something recently, and it was I think it was a pair of shoes, and they got a used pair of shoes. How do you send out? You're buying a new pair of shoes.
Oh my gosh!
It clearly was a return that they sent out, just put back in the box and sent out to somebody. But those are the kind of things where then you have to call the company and you have to spend your time, your valuable time, trying to fix somebody's mistake.
Right. Well, my daughter had the same issue. She just moved from one house to a new, and she ordered something that was not perishable. And the post office said they attempted to deliver it, couldn't return it, so they destroyed it and threw it out because it was perishable.
Oh my God.
And it wasn't perishable.
Wow.
And they had a forwarding on it.
I remember, and this is going back a few years. We had ordered, I think it was a pair of earrings for my mother-in-law for the holidays. She got the box. It was empty. It's like, I know mistakes happen, but but how many of us as consumers have to fix the mistakes and spend so much time fixing something that's so simple it should never have been a mistake in the first place?
How about getting your Christmas gift from the company? Years ago, they used to cover the box and stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Alicia was like, "Well, Mom, your gift was delivered, so when you get home, you'll know what you have. So you might as well just start using it."
Yeah, I know. Some will give you the option of, would you like it in a
gift wrap?
Would you like a gift wrap?
Yeah.
I think Amazon still does gift wrapping.
Yeah.
Yeah, they do, and I think that's probably where it came from. But yeah.
There are some companies now that will tell you, like, hey, we'll deliver it for you, but they can see what's in the box.
Yeah. Well, it was clearly marked.
Yeah.
Ninja.
How many times you order something that's fragile, and there's no markation on the box saying it's fragile, and you're just lucky that it didn't break in transit.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Well, I love it when they say this end up and it's upside down.
Yeah, I know.
That's the best.
Yeah, but you know what? The people I don't want to. The people that deliver items, they do a fantastic job
They
most
do.
of the
They
time.
do.
But I think it's the people putting the stuff in the boxes. That's just one example. I mean, there's so many things,
Yeah.
so many issues with customer service all over this country that people have to deal with. You know, even calling up your cable company because of something that's going on. It's just, it never ends.
Yeah.
Anyway, back to the holiday cheer.
Yes.
Is there anything in any of the parks that we haven't mentioned? Let's stay with Magic Kingdom. Anything you can think of before we move on?
Did we say Crystal or not Crystal Palace? Cinderella's Royal Table.
Yeah, I mentioned it.
Stuart
Okay.
did.
Yeah.
Doesn't
Justin-
Tomorrowland Terrace do a holiday,
I think they do.
like a holiday treat viewing party
I
or something
think
like
they
that?
did. Yeah, they do a I think they do a Christmas during the Christmas party a special viewing section dessert party.
That's what I thought.
You know, how about Tony's Town Square?
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's got plenty of room where they can do something that not just you know, a temporary overlay with holiday, which
You could do
they
a
might be doing.
U-log.
I don't know. I haven't been there for the holiday, so I do not know if they do that.
Do a dessert U-log.
Yeah, yeah. Play. You know, I'm sure there are a lot of
Christmas music.
Italian artists that have Christmas music out or have
Mm-hmm.
had it out over the years. They could play Christmas music albums from.
Cosmic Rays.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
They got the musician right there.
Yeah.
Cosmic
Cosmic Rays.
Yep. Yeah. Yep. I think we've exhausted pretty much everything.
I think we have too. Yeah, I think we did good.
Yeah. And if any of our listeners, viewers have any ideas that we may not have mentioned that you could think of that would be good, you know, please drop us a line and let us know. Osborne Lights, what park and place do you think it would work best in if they ever brought it back?
Another place I'm thinking is Disney Springs.
Animal Kingdom.
I wouldn't. How would you do it in Animal? I'm not saying it's a bad.
How would you do it in Animal Kingdom?
I
You
think it's
got that
better.
entire area that's between Africa and Asia.
Mhm.
That entire area, it doesn't have to be on the buildings. Go to that entire area and all the trees all around there have.
Yeah.
Except for Animal Kingdom normally closes by 7.
That's a good point.
I have been there where it's dark, so you could literally.
Well, yeah, it's dark by about like 5:30, 6 o'clock.
Exactly.
Now.
And
Mhm.
you could easily walk through there. It's just like Pandora. Hey, in the summertime, the place closes at 9, and I'm still walking around there at 9:30 at night taking photos with a million people in Pandora.
Well, I don't want to give Disney an idea to make more money, but here it goes anyway. Park closes at 7. Open it up at 8 o'clock, maybe from 8 to 10. Extra ticketed event for people to do a walk around Animal Kingdom with the lights.
Well, now I can't afford to go anymore because it just asked them to do that.
But that's an after hours event they could easily do. You're not going to be disturbing the animals because none of the attractions will be open. You're not going to charge as much because none of the attractions are open.
They'll still charge just as much.
Nah, they
They'll
could.
give you free treats.
All right, so it's worth it.
$150 to walk
No, that's
around and
not
see
worth it.
decorations at night.
Why
but,
don't
you
you
know what, I
want
don't-
it in Disney Springs? Because it's too busy?
It's
No,
already
'cause
too busy.
It's free to the public, and you're going to get people
Oh,
that
that's
come
it.
from other parts of the state, country, world that don't care about Disney and might cause some problems.
Mm.
They'd have to hire a lot of security because it would.
Don't
get
they have
really
the Christmas
crowded,
tree
too.
walk over there now, don't
They
they?
do.
They
They
do.
do. They have the Christmas trees.
Now, I'm not saying they shouldn't do it. I'm just saying if you're going to do something that's going to bring the crowds in, you've got to be prepared for anything and everything.
Right. Up the security.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
You know, whereas if-
they got pretty good security to even get in there now. You can't
Yeah.
just walk in like we used to be able to.
I love the fact that we have to go through in the parks as well.
Yeah.
That you have to go through those metal detectors.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and I hope that stays.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just a little. It's just another little self. What's the word I'm looking for? It just helps you, puts you at ease a little more,
Mm-hmm.
knowing you're a bit safer. That they
Oh
do.
yeah, definitely. I don't mind it at all.
Nope, me either. And you know what? It doesn't slow the lines down from getting in. They've got that down to a science.
Yeah, they
No,
just
because
tell
if they
you,
need
keep
you
you-
to step aside, you step aside. You're
Yeah.
not
right.
blocking anybody else.
That's
Yeah.
right. Yep. Yeah. You know, I still think World Showcase. If it's the Osborne Lights, I still think World Showcase is the best place for it.
I do too. Yeah, they could deck out all those buildings.
Yep. I'd like to see them. I mean, they do something now on Main Street with the lights for the fireworks show, but I'd like to see them do something for, along the lines of the Osborne Lights too down Main Street. That
Oh
would
yeah,
be
that'd be cool.
Epcot. Well, we mentioned World
You just said
Showcase.
Mm-hmm.
The front of the park, it's going into such a transformation. They couldn't do anything there right now. That doesn't mean that couldn't change a couple of years from now when
Right.
the wall comes down. Animal Kingdom, Kurt, you mentioned that whole area there. I think would be great to do something there. What park? That's it. Maybe.
Well, we didn't mention Disney Hollywood Studios.
You're right.
The whole walkway in there, or the walkway going over towards Tower of Terror, going that way, ending with the Tower of Terror with all their, because they got their holiday display playing right now on there.
There's some. I think the two parks that I think are the darkest at night, or there's certain sections of Hollywood Studios, and there are certain sections of Epcot, but that's where the walls are. So there's not really much they can do there because the walls are making.
There's walls up in Epcot.
Just a couple. But you're right. In Hollywood Studios, I'm going there next week just to see if the decorations lit up at night. I was there. When was I there? I was there last week. And it's beautiful during the day, and I want to see what it's like at night. Same thing with Magic Kingdom. I was there this week, but I'm going back next week to see the lights at night.
Mm-hmm.
So, give you guys an update and let you know if it's how good it is.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's going to do it for us this week, unless you guys have anything else you want to talk about or mention.
We're good.
Yeah, I do want to mention one thing. We mentioned it on the news show, Disney Plus. The ad service tier is up and live. It started today. So for those of you who want a cheaper route to get Disney Plus, that's the way to go. For others, it's like, I don't want commercials or ads on my Disney Plus. I'll accept it on other streaming services,
Hulu.
but I don't want it on Disney Plus.
Yeah. I don't mind it on Hulu or,
Right. Hulu, I couldn't care less.
Yeah.
I have Peacock as well.
I have
Peacock had a
Peacock as
great
well,
deal.
too.
Yeah, it was $1 a month for a year that they were offering for Black Friday. And that is a great deal. So I hope, a lot of people took advantage of that.
You can watch IndyCar racing now.
I'm sorry?
You can watch IndyCar racing now
Can you?
on Peacock. Yeah,
I did
they
not
do a
know.
lot of streaming of IndyCar races.
Wow. I know they've got all the WWE wrestling. I'm a big wrestling fan. I'm more of an AEW fan. But now I can get the WWE pay-per-views and shows on there. So, hey, why not? For $1 a month, can't go wrong. I don't know if they'll be offering that next year, but and Hulu was $2 this year for those new to Hulu. Not the live, but the other Hulu. All right. I hope everybody's getting themselves, their family, their friends ready for the holidays, whichever holiday you're celebrating. So, and for the rest of us, there's always Festivus. I do want to mention one thing. If you're looking for a great travel agent, travel planner, you can't find anyone better than Mouse Fan Travel. So no matter where you want to go, no matter where you want to. That's right. Disney World, Disneyland, Adventures by Disney, Disney Cruise, a non-Disney vacation. They do it all, and you can find out about all their absolutely great and wonderful deals right now. And all you've got to do is type in www.mousefantravel.com. That's www.mousefantravel.com. All right, guys, we're out of here. Everybody have a great weekend. Be safe. Bye-bye.
Hey, how about a big happy birthday shout out to Ashley Mathau? Ashley's birthday was yesterday, and I know she's celebrated at Club 33 in Disneyland. So happy birthday, Ashley.
Have a magical night, and happy birthday to my husband, Keith.
It's his birthday?
It is on the 14th.
Wait a minute. Today's the 8th.
Yep, next week.
Yeah, but we'll be doing a show next week.
We might not. We said, remember?
I'm sorry?
We were not sure if we're having one before it.
Yeah, we are. We're recording early that day.
Oh, we didn't. Oh, did we decide that? Okay. Yeah. Well, then I'll wish him again.
Okay. All right. Well, happy early birthday, Keith.
Happy birthday, Keith.
And Ashley.
Hey, Ashley.
All right. Good night, everybody.